Hi everyone, it's Kelly from Kellie's Bead Boutique. So you may have noticed that I haven't been around for a while, pretty much a month now I think. So the last time you guys saw me was for the Great Bead Extravaganza, and I did mention in that video that I was going through a little bit of a health thing, and so that's why I haven't been around. So I had to go on some chemo to try to help with all these lesions that I've got all over my body. They've kind of decided to go a little rogue on me, so they're trying to get hold of it before they get worse. So unfortunately the chemo did not like me very much. I am always one of those people that is greatly affected by any medication. Most people can take medications and have no symptoms of anything. That would not be me. So I have spent the last month feeling super nauseous, tired to a point where I could barely even move after about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It threw me back into menopause. I've had sweats. I really felt awful. So I really wasn't feeling very creative. Even on the days that I stayed home, which I think only stayed home a couple times. I thought, well, maybe I can get some stuff done, but I just was, it was tough. The nausea was really bad. So anyway, I have finished that round of chemo, and I'm hoping I don't have to do it again. I see the doctor tomorrow, and I'm hoping that she says that it's doing what it's supposed to do. You know, if I have to again, then I will, but I really don't want to. It's hard to be down for that period of time and feeling so crappy. And then right after I finished, I got my vaccination that we're also happy to get. Well, I know that not everybody's happy to get, but I am, and I got mine, and I didn't have any serious side effects at all, but it did make me super tired for a couple days. So I was already super tired, and then I added that tired on top of it. So, you know, but anyway, it's a new week, and I'm really hoping that things just keep moving forward. So as you can see, I'm here, I'm happy. I didn't lose my hair, thank goodness. Only one day I had a big pile come out, and I thought, uh-oh, well, here we go. And then it stopped. So that was the only thing that really worried me, but you know, all's good. So anyway, I'm hoping for good news tomorrow. I'm hoping that I don't have to go through any more of this, but we'll see what happens. So that's a little update on the health thing. As far as the health also goes, for some reason, my fibromyalgia has just kicked right back up again. And it has been indescribably painful. I just can barely even muster up the energy to move some days. And that's so not like me. I am literally one of those people that moves all day long. You wouldn't know it with my size. You would think that I should be a skinny person. I'm always busy doing something. But I've had to just kind of, you know, slow down a little bit because I'm not feeling well, and I'm not sure what's going on, if it's the weather or if it's a combination, which I think it is, just a combination of life events that have triggered it. And so I'm really just not feeling so good these days, but I try to paint on a happy face and just move forward. So anyway, there is a little update on what's been going on with me right now. So many businesses have been greatly affected by the pandemic. Here in the Vancouver area, we've had our restaurants shut down. They're only available for takeout or patio service. And I think because it's, you know, they're calling it the third wave, people are just staying home. So consequently, my store has been doing the pits. It was so bad in the last month or two that I was really nervous about how I was going to pay the bills. And on Friday, I was looking at the bills coming up. I've got huge tax bills, as most people do in April. So I'm no different than anybody else. But we had a whole pile of things all happen at one time with the store financially. And then the orders just dried up pretty much, and nobody was coming in the store. And I mean nobody. There was maybe a couple people a day, and I have to keep full staff on just in case. I can't, you know, run on a skeleton staff in case we do get busy. So it left me in this really horrible position of not knowing what to do, and I kind of panicked a little bit because I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't panicked like this in a long time when it comes to my business. So I put a little thing out on Facebook just saying, hey, if you live locally, I would really love it if you could stop by and help support the store just to help get us through this hump. And I know so many people are struggling financially, but I thought, well, I'll just throw it out there and hopefully a couple people will come in. Well, not only did the store do, pretty well on the weekend. I mean, it was the most beautiful, gorgeous, sunny, hot weekend here. Everybody's running around in shorts and flip-flops, which we don't get to do usually in April in Vancouver. So I didn't expect anybody to come in, but the store was busy. But my word, you people, online orders went off the chart. My staff are going to be very, very busy today, and I'm going to help them after I do this video. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You literally have no idea what this does for a small business owner. Maybe you guys have this sort of, perception. Oh, well, she's got a busy store. She's got tons of followers and everybody, enjoys her. So she must do really well all the time, Yes, most of the time we do pretty well. And we have been able to stay in business for, I've been in business for almost 18 years. So that's not always easy to do for a small store. Anyway, it has not been like that with the pandemic. It's been really tough, especially in store. So in whichever way the money comes in to help keep my store open, I am so appreciative. I know that people are hurting financially. And so I really do appreciate when you throw your hard-earned dollars at my business. So, again, thank you so much. You guys just rose to the occasion. I can easily pay my rent and my staff and part of my tax bill. You would pass out if you saw how much I have to pay. Anyway, and I just want to say thank you again to everybody because it really did warm my heart and it has taken a little bit of pressure off me so I don't have to worry so much. So that means the world to me. Oh, and I just want to hop back to the other health thing. I want to thank all the literally thousands, and I am not exaggerating, thousands of people that have sent me emails or DMs or texts or on the bottom of orders, little comments. So many of you have reached out to me, asking how I'm doing and how I've been feeling and what's going on and praying for me and hoping that I'm doing better. And thank you so much. It means the world to me. Honestly, you guys are just the best team I've got out there. You're just so fabulous. And at first I got a couple and I was like, wow, that's really nice. And then they started coming in by the dozens and dozens every day. And it really, really warms my heart. I try really hard to get back to everybody, but it has been a little bit time consuming. So I, sometimes just thanks so much and a little quick reply back, but I do the best I can. So I just want to thank you again for all of that sort of stuff. It really has meant a lot to me. So now with spring coming up, I think it's a time for renewal and rebirth and all that kind of cheesy stuff. But it's also given me in the last little month some time to sit with myself because I have felt so awful. It gave me time to sort of just sit here and think a little bit. And one of the things that I've noticed is that by having a little less to do, by not having to crank out a video every single week and not having to do quite so much, that I'm actually happier. I have not been happy. I may look like a happy person because I smile and I laugh all the time and because I'm just a jokester. I find everything funny because life's pretty funny. But I have not been happy for many, many years. I work way more than any human should ever work. It is to the point of ridiculousness. I can't say that word. It is to the point of ridiculousness. And I really just have never been able to find balance. I am the kind of person that if you give me a task, I am not only going to accomplish it, I'm going to rise above that. I'm going to go way above what anybody expects. And so I put that kind of pressure on myself. So nobody did it to me. I did it to myself. And I fully, am aware of that. But what it gave me time to do was to sit back and go, wow, when was the last time you went for a walk, Kelly? I think it might have been a year ago. And I'm not kidding. I don't think I've gone for a walk since before the pandemic. I've gained almost 100 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to say that out loud. I've gained 100 pounds because I have been stuffing my feelings and working too much and eating crappy food and takeout and just abusing myself. So you know what? It's time for a change because I have actually been happy for the last few weeks. And, sorry, I got an itch. I'm just talking to you guys like you're sitting in my living room. So it's not going to be like some, put together video here. I'm just talking. Anyway, I haven't been very happy, and I just think it's time now. I'm going to be 62 in a couple weeks, and I just feel like it's time to take back my life a little bit. So I'm starting to do some things that make me happy. Now, people always say to me, well, what is it that makes you happy? And I have no idea what makes me happy because I haven't done anything for myself in almost 18 years. I've done nothing but work. So I have to figure out what that is. And so one of the things I love to do is to decorate my home. So I have been kind of redoing some things in my house. But I want to get back into gardening and going for walks. And then eventually, hopefully, I can, move up to hiking again and just doing some things that nourish my body and my soul. And then I think with all that, if I do those kind of things, that will actually help me with my creativity, because I hit a wall, man. I tell you, it was a stretch for me to even come up with a pair of earrings. I didn't like anything I made. So what does all this mean? Well, it just means that I may not crank out a video every Monday. I might do a video every Monday. I don't know. But what I'm trying to tell myself is that it's okay if I don't. Because when I first stopped doing videos because of my health here for the last month, I panicked. I went into full-on panic mode thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all my followers. Nobody's going to shop. I'm going to lose my store, all those things. Well, yeah, the store was really quiet. And so, I worry that it's going to affect things. But I just was able to look and see like, okay, people are still here. People still care about me, and they're, reaching out to me all the time. People are still supporting my store. And so I have to support myself. I have to take care of myself because I'm not getting any younger. So what I'm going to say is basically when I put out a video is when I put out the video. I may just stick to my schedule if I have time to film, but filming for me is really, really challenging sometimes. I just don't have the time to put it all in all the time. So I'm not going to put myself under that pressure anymore. So you might get 4 videos in a row from me in a month. Sometimes you might only get 1. I just have to start taking better care of myself, and that includes my mental health and all that comes with it. So it's not that I've run out of ideas or that I don't want to do this anymore or that I don't appreciate you or any of that stuff, because that's quite to the contrary. But I just need to take care of myself. And I think if I do, I'll be happier and there'll be better content, and who knows what can come from that, right? So that's my plan moving into the future, just to be a little bit kinder to myself. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that because I've had a little bit of extra time at home, I've been sort of clearing out some things. I have stuff in my store that I've had forever. Sometimes I'll overbuy and then it'll get it put into a bin, and then we don't look at it for, 5 years. And so we've been going through buckets and bins in the stores, and my staff are pulling these out going, where'd these come from? I'm like, I have no idea. I don't even remember buying them. So what I do with a lot of that sort of stuff, or when we're getting down to the end of something, like maybe I'll have 10 pieces of something left and I can't buy it again, I throw it on our clearance page. So if you're wanting to support the store, or if you're wanting to build up your stash, because building up your stash just enables you to create better jewelry. That's what I always say, is try to get the most you can afford at the best kind of value. So my clearance page is great. It has all kinds of really fabulous things. Yesterday, I threw on, we had a whole drawer full of clasps, lobster clasps and all kinds of things. And I just took pictures of them all, and we put them in big groups so that, we're not giving you one at a time. Sometimes you'll buy like 12 or 13 or whatever is in the bag, but I give it at super cheap pricing. So make sure to check out the clearance page if you're wanting to build up your stash and find some unique things that you'll probably not be able to buy again. So I guess that's about it. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I want to thank you again for all the love, all the support. It really does mean a lot to me. I've missed you guys. It's kind of been weird not filming, and so I will try and get back into it in the next week or two. I've just had to clear out a few other things before I can sort of find myself to get some creativity flowing. So I hope everybody's having a lovely spring. I hope that if you believe in vaccinations, that you are out there getting vaccinated so that we can all get back to normal soon, whatever normal is, but let's get out there. I want to enjoy this summer. So take care, everybody, and thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon on an upcoming video. Bye now.